Good evening and welcome to Telford Ice Rink for tonight's ice hockey action. The Telford Tigers take on Bracknell Bees. The pressure is on to get those points to make that playoff spot. Telford could achieve something that hasn't been achieved here in Shropshire for some 17 years. Let's have a word with Scott McKenzie to see how they got on last night against Sheffield.
I think we've done a good job of just not losing our heads, staying focused and doing the job at hand.
Now, looking at the stats at the moment, there's 5 teams that could still finish bottom of the league. That an opportunity with the right results going the right way, but by the end of tonight, you could be through to that playoff spot. Is that putting any tension or pressure on the team?
Not at all. We've got plenty of time left. We've still got 7 games including tonight to make the playoffs. So we just take each game as it comes and look to win, get the 2 points. And we're not worried about anyone else right now. We're just concentrating on ourselves.
Lovely. Thanks, Scott. Enjoy the game.
Thanks.
Good evening and welcome to Telford Ice Rink for tonight's ice hockey action. The Telford Tigers line up against the Bracknell Bees. 2 points added on to the Telford roster, and losses for Slough and Peterborough could guarantee a playoff spot at the end of this evening. However, it's all to play for as the puck drops. Mika wins the draw, goes back to Danny Rose, gets headmanned to Mika, through to Timo, and now Bracknell pick up the puck. Rose backhands right in deep as soon as he hits the red line, dumps it in well. Rose playing that watchman just on the blue line. Puck down low. Walk in from Miller. Second attempt. And he made the shot. Picked up the rebound and put it in on the backhand. So it was Miller. Picked up goal number 1 for the Telford Tigers. Davis. Delays. Through to Miller. Sticks it down. Gets a knock on. Chases it into the corner. Bracknell's lay off the board, shot from Pavlu. And there's a lot of pushing and shoving and exchanges of words between Ford and Pavlu. Pavlu heads to the back post, picks up the puck, carries it round, backhands it in. And Ford will be frustrated with that. He's pushing and shoving. And Pavlu really guided his time. He'd got the front right side open. He waits and carries it round. I thought he was going to overshoot the goal. But no, 89, Pavlu puts in goal number 2. Held in on the blue line. There was a call from a fair few people saying that was offside. The linesman was right there. Behind the back of the net. Redmond skates and loops round. And that brings us to the end of period 1. Telford Tigers 2, Bracknell Bees 0. So a good start for the Telford Tigers. Shots on goal. Telford 9 shots. Bracknell took 16 shots from the Telford Tigers, which puts them 2-0 in front as we start period 2. Pavlu. Give and go from Benedict. Now, pass forward by Davis. Great pass through to McKenzie. He's technically been spun off the puck and still managed to get the pass through. Miller at the back of the net now. Throws it in front, takes a deflection from a Bracknell player and goes in the back of the net for goal number 3. Read the opportunity well, fired it towards the net as the defending player comes in and slides. It takes a deflection into the net for goal number 3 for the Telford Tigers on exactly 2 minutes into period 2. Knocked on from Mika. Goes all the way, plants on the forecheck, chases in to fetch that puck, comes out with it, strong on his stick, Ricky, circles round, up to the point, Cruiser makes a shot, and in the back of the net, I think it hit Timo's body. It was a shot from Cruiser off Timo's body, and the original pass generated by Ricky Plant. So I'm going for 10, 26, 8. Cruiser shoots across the front of the net. Timo, Cruiser, steps up, winds up, big shot into the top left-hand corner. A corking goal from Cruiser on the high slot, which cancels out the 3 seconds on the Bracknell penalty. He's battling hard to get that puck out. Now, a walk in from Smith, fires. Shoots wide to the right. Good work rate there from James Smith. Smittle now drives. Delays the puck. Back to Smittle, on the backhand, and it loose puck comes off Declan Ryan's pad. He made the save, Thompson picks up the rebound, and number 13, Thompson puts it in the back of the net for Bracknell's first goal of the game. Timo in front, great pass. Oh, was that the post or the crossbar? It was a great pass, he had all the time in the world, put it up. The netminder didn't get it, but the the puck came out, as it were. Kulivainen comes back. Bracknell return to full strength. So at the end of period 2, it's Telford 5, Bracknell Bees 1. Bracknell Bees on a power play for the first minute and 20 seconds of this third period. They win the draw, goes back to Oakford, doesn't quite connect with it. Puck drifts deep into the corner. Telford Tigers return to full strength. Now it's a break for Walker, one-on-one with the guy off the bench. Puts it across to Miller. Miller backhands it into the back of the net. On the 1 minute 30 mark of period 3, Telford Tigers on the score sheet again. 6-1 the scoreline. Joe Miller the scorer. Rose picks it up on the halfway line. Miller, stick handles round, dipsy doodles now. The throw forward and now Bonneman goes for the drive. Great leg pad save. Declan Ryan went pad down and there's a penalty coming on Danny Rose. A slashing penalty. But it was a good play. Didn't have many options. Here we go. Bennett and Galazzi. They line up, equipment's pushed out of the way, they break in, Bennett goes over the top, push and shove, Galazzi gets a couple in, Bennett gets his shirt over and throws a couple, Galazzi pulls back, and then both of them tie up. That's a fairly even one, to be fair. Galazzi's caught, Owen's got the shirt and they go down. With 4 seconds to go, I imagine they'll pick up minor penalties for roughing. Telford Tigers, Owen Bennett, Mike Galazzi from Bracknell. And the end of the game now, and now Smith's deciding to have a go. So we've got 2 seconds to go. Painter and Smith line up. Smith pulls inside. Painter glads. Smith goes over the top. 1 in, 2 in. Smith, he can't reach. Painter gets a couple in now. Holds out. Painter's going over the top. Now Smith comes over. And both of them. Painter's going up and over, but can't quite get the reach in. They're locking out. And now Smith goes in. Pulls over, Painter goes over the top, a great connection from Smith, and now Smith's got a connection, and now he keeps throwing them. Painter throws them back, both guys stay on their feet, and they're really going for it in the middle, and Smith comes over the top once again, and picks up another one. 2 seconds remaining in the game, and that, I would say, is a fairly even scrap. They're still going. 2 minutes remaining, 2 seconds remaining, and 2 guys are going. The clock runs out and the game's over. So Roberts lines up Spearing. Robertson Spearing, and O'Flaherty goes over the top. O'Flaherty gets the connection, and they're both throwing on the single arm. Roberts holds on Spearing. Spearing's pushing with his left arm, trying to look for a throw over. Roberts comes over. Spearing goes over. Neither connect. And now O'Flaherty is definitely going, and Roberts gets over the top. But the long reach of both players makes it difficult. Roberts now moves to the right, gets 2 in on Spearing, and Roberts is getting the better of Spearing. He's filling him. He's feeding him. O'Flaherty fairly evens, but Roberts definitely got the better of Spearing, and the linesman go over. The game has ended, and we have 2 additionals. That was quite a physical display of testosterone, maybe?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that we weren't, too happy about during the course of the game. A lot of guys slashing, a lot of guys across the wrists and things like that, and it's up to the referees to call those things. But the guy there at the end tries to cross-check two-hand Mika, and we can't have guys taking liberties on any of our players. So the boys wanted to step up, and what a great job they all did.
And they're the next team you play. Next Saturday you're heading down to their barn. Do you think that will clear the air and you can get on with playing hockey again?
Probably not. I have no idea. That's up to them. We'll go in and we go to play hockey every night. We're not a dirty team, but we don't like people taking liberties on us at all. So we'll go down there. We'll play our game. We'll play quick. We'll play hard. and hopefully we'll come out with the right result.
And quite an achievement for the first time in 17 years for the Telford Tigers to qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah, fantastic. Really pleased for the fans. You know, we've got a fan base that's growing every week, and it's really pleasing for the long term, the die-hard fans who have been here for a long time, as much as myself. You know, it's been a very long slog for 4 seasons, and to put our foot into the playoffs is a great achievement. But for the boys in there now, they've got to make sure that we stay into 5th place. We've got that. I don't want to take a step back, so that's our goal moving to the end of the season. We don't want to take our foot off the gas at all.
With the playoff spot now secured for the Telford Tigers going into this weekend's game, it's an away trip to Bracknell, and we'll find out if there's any repercussions from what happened at the end of this game tonight, and then at home next Sunday to Manchester Phoenix.